All right, I want to try to start to get back into some collective messages. I love doing collectives, but a lot of stuff's been consuming my time, especially the zodiacs. It really does take a long time to do those. Whew. Anyway, we're going to see what the collective has. I like the collective readings. You get so much more out of them. I think you get so much more out of them. They're not so restricted. They're like open game, open season. Ooh. Hermit in reverse. What's this about? All right. So the situation is maybe somebody is... Could there be a teacher that is upset or somebody irresponsible? I'm not going to go there. Think about this Hermit in reverse, please. That's the situation. Is somebody upset with... Ooh. Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords. Somebody is doing something. Hang on. My shirts have a mind of their own. Somebody is doing something that is, somebody's doing something out of spite. Somebody could be doing something that is, it could be unethical. Who are they doing? So you have a Virgo energy here. Now the Virgo placement could be anywhere. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node messages. Pretty much wherever you have certain energies in your chart is kind of how I read these. So don't exclude those placements. Whoever this is, somebody maybe doesn't... I'm getting something about somebody doing something out of spite. Who? Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, this is Lovers. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Somebody made a mess of something and they're taking it out on possibly a past lover or somebody that they used to work with. Somebody is upset and they're doing something out of spite. And it's because, you know how like people will, even if they're wrong, it's like they'll bite off their nose to spite their face. So when people realize or they're confronted with something that they're wrong about, I keep feeling like something on my face. So that's why I keep doing that. When someone is confronted with something where they're wrong about, or maybe they made some sort of a judgment or a decision, or they made a move, or they said something, they did something, and they have, the backlash of it, or it's just the fact of they don't like to be wrong, or they don't like, what is this? They don't like to be wrong. And it's this form or this feeling of embarrassment or maybe even feeling stupid or duped or something like that. So there is someone who is going through this energy. So now they want to be vindictive. So it's kind of like when you have someone who... I don't want to give examples, but maybe you can probably figure out your own examples. Because it could be a touchy subject. But it's like when you prove somebody that whatever it was that they've been consuming, whatever it is that they've been seeing, whatever it is that they've been listening to, is wrong. And when you show them the proof of it, they go harder. It's because they don't like to admit that something that they did was wrong, or that they feel stupid for being duped. Okay? And then they'll continue. They'll even get more angry or aggressive. and stand firmly because they'll do anything to prove that they were not wrong, rather than just saying, darn, I can't believe I fell for that. And then turn and be, you know, angry or upset at the person who caused it. Instead, they'll kind of continue to beat down on the person that they know that has been proven to them to be right or innocent or correct. If I'm making sense. So whoever this is to you, get the Lover's card. So this can be a lot of different things. It can be definitely a lover. It can be somebody that's very close to you, some sort of a very, very strong connection, you know. And the strong connection can be anything. It doesn't have to mean that, you know, your connection was, you know, oh, lovey-dovey. It could be somebody that you've had this rivalry with, this, you know, fight with for many, many years or a long time. You know, and you're still connected through whatever this is. Whatever this connection is, whatever it is, it kind of continues to repeat that is connecting you and another person is what this is. So, all right, so let's get some more on this. It's interesting. What is the reason? What is the reason? So the Empress was kind of, it's technically in the upright. She kind of came out looking like this to me. So it's a little off, it's a little shaky, but we're going to keep her in the upright because she is elegant. She is kind. She is mystical. She is beautiful. She is worthy. She is worthy. I'm getting the word worthy. She is worthy of recognition. She is worthy of all great things. She is worthy of somebody's respect. She is worthy of the dignity that she continues to have. And she is worth the fight. She is worth the fight. If there is somebody who said, you know what, I was proven wrong about this person. I can't believe it. You know what, I can't find any shred of anything to maybe dislike this person. I have to kind of concede. I have to. I was wrong. It's kind of like that. This person is worthy of somebody to fight for them, to fight over them, to fight for them, to defend them. This person's worth it. I think somebody didn't want to know that or didn't want to realize that. World in reverse. Well, so for me, it's reverse. I got to cover it. So for me, it kind of came out looking at me like this. Okay. It's in reverse. I got to keep it over here because of the nudity. It's two people embracing each other. And they're both nude. However, somebody is like, it's like somebody wants to go back. Somebody wants to go back. Now, let me give an example. This is just a roundabout example because it doesn't always have to be between two people. Okay? Let's say you always wanted to move to Greece, Rome, Paris. It's something that you always wanted to do. But you had somebody telling you, don't go there because this, and that, you know. Or, you know, even if it's a more controversial place. Okay, think of another place. Something that's very controversial. Not that those places are, but, you know, let's just say it could be something, you know, where there's a very bad or negative stereotype. Don't move to this city, yada, yada, yada. There's so many different places within most cities, I would guess. I don't know. Cities I've been to, there's some very, very beautiful areas, and there's some really, really bad areas. But there's like this stigma that all cities are bad. Okay? It doesn't even have to be all cities. I think you understand what I'm saying. So you have somebody talking you out of certain things or trying to impose certain restrictions or stereotypes on you. And then you go somewhere and you're like, man, this isn't anything like that at all. It's kind of nice here. I remember taking, somebody that I was, romantically involved with years ago. I remember going to, I used to like doing archery and like redneck stuff. So I remember going, and taking her with me. And she was a little bit afraid or nervous. And we went in and everyone was so friendly and kind and yada, yada, yada. And didn't care that it was two women, there to shoot a couple bows and, have fun. And when I left, she was like, you know what? I'm kind of surprised. She was like, everyone really wasn't treating me any. I was like, yeah. I said, rednecks don't care. I said, if you like to, play outside and you like to shoot things, if you like those kind of fun things, it doesn't matter what you are. You could be from, you could be purple from another planet. You're okay with them, So it's kind of like opening up somebody's eyes, right? So that could be like part of an example. Another example is kind of like plain as the nose on your face, where it's like, you know what? I heard so many negative things about this person, but getting to know them and actually seeing the fruits of this person. They actually really are a good person. They're a stand-up person. They're very honest. They're loyal. They're beautiful, and everything about them is beautiful. Why do I dislike them? There's no reason to dislike this person because they're actually beautiful. They're the epitome of beauty. Everything about them is very nice and sweet. So why do I dislike them? It can be a number of different things. Okay? It's not always one size. Everything doesn't fit into a certain box. We can think about this many, many different ways. All right? For whatever it is. And it could even be somebody that, you were in relationship with. Somebody could have been like, hey, I saw your, hey, I think your girlfriend was doing this and that. And I heard that your girlfriend was doing this and that. And then you confronted that girlfriend and turns out, you berated her, and turns out, you found out the truth that person didn't do anything. It was any of those things at all. And you didn't fight for this person. Or you found out that the person that you were hanging out with was actually the bad one, the devil, the demon, and they tried to push it off on, the good person, tried to make that because, the good person probably knew the truth about the bad person. So there's been a lot of gaslighting, a lot of blame shift. How can I say that? Shifting the blame shifting. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Shifting the blame on people, saying that, you're doing certain things, you're doing these bad things, and it's not me, when really, in actuality, it is the person that's actually accusing is actually the one that's probably doing all the dirt, and they're trying to kind of like shift the perception of another person. That's what this is. However it is you want to look at it, okay? Just examples. All right. Somebody is like, something is not over. Now, I don't necessarily see anyone that's angered right now. I don't see anyone that's angered. I see somebody that's like, you know what? I think I need to fight for this person. Okay? This person is actually very, very nurturing and beautiful and caring. So, somebody wants to, they're just like, okay, so who all specifically is involved? Can we get any kind of description about who it is that is having this shift, this change of heart about this Empress? This person has been, I'm getting, for a long time, at least 10 years, but probably most of their lives. They've been through a large series of events where they have been gaslit and treated poorly, treated badly, probably by many different people. Or for whatever reason, they like people to rally to their cause. Okay? I feel like this person's just been very misguided by probably a lot of people. This person may actually have a savior complex. They could be like a champion for the people, you know, in a nutshell. They could be like a warrior. They like to take down other people. I don't know where this is coming from. They like to take down other people. So they could often probably fight for the underdog, you know. It doesn't always necessarily mean that the underdog is correct, though. It really doesn't, you know. Somebody likes to, it's like they like to help other people. They like to fight for other people. They like to rally for people's cause. But I feel like, you know, with this, you know, with whatever the situation is, somebody's been like very misled and misguided, at least in this situation. But I feel like it's been happening for a long time. A lot of different people. When people get into your mind, they can do pretty much anything. They can control. They can do whatever it is that they want. When people get into your mind, when they gain your trust and they have an agenda, they can do anything that they want. They can hurt you. And that's part of it too. With whatever this is, you know. However you want to look at this, whether it's small or on a grand scale, I'm getting more and more about this reading. This could be a grand scale something, okay? I'm just relaying the message. Take it however it resonates for you. When people are able to control you and get into your mind and manipulate you, they can do anything that they want to you. They can, you know, they can get dirt on you. They can make you feel alienated. They can make you feel like an outcast. They can outcast you. They can throw you out. And people don't like that. It's very painful when people cannot relate to others, when they cannot feel love of another human being or feel accepted. Okay? So sometimes, you know, with whatever this is, you have somebody, you know, in some circumstances, you have people that, you know, will go along with the crowd just because they don't want to be outcast. They want to feel connected. They want to feel loved. Even if it's going against their good, you know, their better judgment. People will still do that. Okay? I don't know where I'm going with this, but this is pretty interesting. Okay. So, there's been somebody that has been trying to do certain things in order to hurt or break another person's spirit. So you can look at this however it is that you want to look at this. But that's what I have. Somebody's spirit has been broken. And somebody's been trying to break someone's spirit. Okay. Things are like, it's like a domino effect. You know, you get this one, you know, then you have this one, then you have this one. But it always could be like, you know, in order to get to a main person or a main, you know. So you have somebody whose spirit who could have been broken many, many times, and they come out more elegant and more beautiful. They've been through the dark night of the soul probably many, many times. You know, could have been for a long, extended period of time. Could have been for many years. Could have gone through the dark night of the soul for 10 years. You know. 10 months. Whatever. However, with that, somebody's kind of coming out on top. They're still beautiful. And their soul hasn't been broken. In fact, they've transformed. So you have people that want to break somebody's spirit. They want to control somebody. Somebody could not get to this person. They could not get to this person to corrupt them. I don't know where I'm getting these words from. Is this making any sense to anyone? I guarantee it is. All right. If you can't beat them, join them. That can go both ways. If you can't conquer the evil, you have people that will join the evil. And the opposite actually does happen too. When you can't conquer the goodness, when you can't tarnish the goodness, you become good. You concede. Maybe that's the ultimate goal. I like to think so. At least that's why I do what I do. Now, what is the next actions that this person wants to take towards this, whoever this Empress energy is? It's an energy. This goodness energy. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could just be a general energy of like good versus evil. It could even be that. I'm getting a lot from this. Start off small. Start off small. This could be as simple as, you know, extending an olive branch, talking to another person. Now, whoever this is, somebody knows that this person is so benevolent. Did I say that right? Benevolent? Yeah. If you know somebody isn't all evil and all bad, I'm pretty sure you know you could probably approach a person. Whether that person is like, yeah, come over and have drinks or whatever, you know, maybe they won't do that. It's very possible, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be like, ah, okay. Whoever this, especially it's an Empress. That's not how they are. That's not in their nature. They may be like, okay, well, thank you for contacting me. Thank you for letting me know. And I appreciate that. And then you go about your merry way. It could even be something like that. All right. Somebody maybe just has something that they need to kind of like close out. They need to talk to another person about. They need to get something squared away. They need to get something off their chest. It could be as simple as that. All right. But yeah. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. Think about it. You know. I'm also getting, okay. I don't know why this is popping in my head. And I'm really not even a big fan of the movie. Robin Hood. It's Kevin Costner. Morgan Freeman, I love him. For whatever, I don't know why I'm seeing this. Okay, so the point or the part where, you know, what was her name? Marion? Okay. They were having a celebration, and the Christian Slater character, you know, I guess liked her and wanted to dance with her. I could be getting this wrong, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. Wanted to dance with her, and he was kind of like trying to work up the nerve to go talk to her. Yet Robin came over and was like, sorry, you know, took her off or whatever. So think of it this way. This is how it's being shown to me. Somebody was preparing, you know, Christian Slater was preparing how to speak to this person, to ask her to dance, okay? He liked her. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. However, Robin came over and was just like, he was just himself. He was like, and look who won. Look who won. Okay? It doesn't necessarily matter with status. At least how I'm being shown it is. Okay? With some people, yes. But it's not always about status. It's about being authentic and not really having that fear. If you strike out, you strike out. If you don't, but actually sitting there contemplating, trying to figure out your next move or plot it, trying to figure out how you can maneuver something or manipulate, okay? So don't think too much. Just be genuine. Just do whatever it is that you need to do. That's kind of how it's being shown to me. I don't know if that example even made any sense, but, you know, for me, that's kind of how it was shown to me. So just be authentic. You know, don't sit here and plan and plot. You know, if you really feel like you need to write down a letter or whatever, then do it, you know. But don't do anything that seems fake. Okay? All right. Now, what are the blockages? How is that? This is so... Hang on one second. The Wheel of Fortune. The blockage is this. Somebody probably wants to be with another person, but they're afraid because of maybe something that they used to do or something that they did, you know. It could even be a job. I mean, for me, it's almost reminds me of like being a police officer. You know, I've gone through that. You know, people don't want to date you because, you know, they can't feel like they can't trust you because, you know, you're going to snitch or you're going to rat them out. If you're not doing anything wrong, then you'd probably be perfectly matched with somebody. You know, somebody's in the military. Oh, well, they you know, they do certain things or they, you know, whatever. And it goes against my beliefs, my morals. You know, I don't believe in war. I don't believe in this and that and that. You know, could be something like that. You know, my beliefs are, you know, I believe in, you know, one person believes in, why was I going to say Confederacy? Why was I going to say that? Somebody believes that, you know, is very, very much believes in, you know, liberal, you know, politics or something like that. And one is very, very conservative. Okay? Different viewpoints. That's the blockage, but somebody definitely wants to come together. Somebody's past, I feel like something about somebody's past, something that somebody's been through, even though they've triumphed through it. Okay? Another blockage is, there is another person that maybe has, you know, a hand in it. Okay? It could be another person that's a friend, a teacher, a lover, or something like that. There's somebody that actually is like, that's the blockage. There's somebody that could be like in between this. Okay? And it could be making somebody think a certain way. You know, you can't get involved with this person because yada, yada, yada. All right? Somebody could also be like, you know, you can't be around this person because you've committed certain crimes. And they're going to turn you in. I don't know. I feel like, though, it's okay. I feel like everything's okay. So, I don't know. Somebody could have actually committed a crime against somebody. You can even have that. You can have somebody who, you know, maybe somebody stole somebody's information and opened up a credit card account. Now they have to kind of like, you know, maybe they're going to be confronting that person. Maybe somebody has to write a letter of an apology. I don't know. This is a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Because I'm seeing a lot of different things. What does this mean to you? What does this mean to you? That's what you need to ask yourself. Okay? I feel like two people actually definitely want to come together. I feel like they both probably feel the same way. I feel like somebody's very, very forgiving. And somebody's afraid of that. Somebody's afraid of that. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. The advice is, go for it. Just start small. It's all going to work out. I see it as everything is going to work out. Anyway, that's it. Collective, this is for everyone. You know, whoever's drawn to the message, if it makes sense to you. If the shoe fits, wear it. Everything that I said during this reading, put it all into a bucket. Put it all into a bucket. Whatever makes sense to you or sounds like you, take that out. That's yours. Whatever didn't make sense for you, leave it in the bucket because it could belong to the other person. We don't know what they're thinking. We can assume. Sometimes we can intuit it, but we don't know fully. Okay? So whatever doesn't make sense, it could be because it's the other person and how they're thinking. So, anyway, leave it there. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. That's it. And I'm going to be doing the Zodiacs. I'm going to be starting the Zodiacs, so I'm probably going to be doing another poll. But I'm waiting to see how many numbers come in because what I'm going to be doing from now on is Whoever gives me the most number of the most views each week is who's going to get their readings first. So, and I'm just going to go in that order. I think maybe that's probably the best way. I don't want to do readings for people that don't want to, that don't want to see me. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.